The Cigar Nerds Podcast.
And welcome back to another Cigar Nerds Tactical Tuesday, or Wednesday, or whenever I decide to post this. So I got a new toy. Boom. We've done a silencer review before, but got a new silencer. This one, or the last one we did a review on, was the SilencerCo Octane 45, which is a pistol suppressor. And this is my first rifle suppressor, the Omega 300. Now it comes with a few different things. You know, you get a little nice swag bag here to carry it around in. And this is it. The Omega 300, which is a 30 cal suppressor, but it's a multi-caliber suppressor. So if you're broke like me and you can't afford to have a nice hush stick on every one of your guns, this is a cool option because it will suppress anything from 5.56 up to 300 Win Mag. And it's also full auto rated for you, machine gun guys out there. So, get a couple cool other cool things in the box. Of course, you get an owner's manual. You also get a direct thread adapter. So if you have a gun that has a threaded barrel, you can, just thread it directly on your barrel with that. It also comes with multi-tool and a couple wrenches so you can kind of take things apart and whatnot. And it also comes with this little guy right here, which is one of the cool things that makes it a good multi-gun suppressor, is the SilencerCo ASR mount. This thing will allow you to kind of quick detach from multiple hosts if you want to switch it out during a day of training, and I'll show you how that works here in a second. So, and you also will get one ASR muzzle brake, and that can either be a flash hider, like multi-pronged flash hider like I got on this guy here, or an actual muzzle, single port, multiple port muzzle brake like this guy here. And this is the one that actually came with the suppressor. So yeah, once you say purchase this, and like I said, it'll come with your one muzzle device, you can just buy multiple extra muzzle devices. So if you, and the muzzle devices run maybe $100 a piece, 120 depending on where you get them, sometimes less. And this is also modular. It comes with this muzzle brake, which they say reduces recoil from 20 to 50% depending on caliber. Not really necessary if you're shooting it like on an AR, but if you're shooting like I said, it's rated up to 300 Win Mag. So if you're shooting on some of the more like Magnum calibers, you may want to run the muzzle brake. Otherwise, if you just want it to be a little shorter, you can unscrew this and put in a like a flat end cap, and you can also kind of change this is of course a setup for 30 cal. So when you're shooting 5.56 through it, it's a little bit louder. But if you wanted to switch this out for a 5.56 end cap, it will reduce some of the noise slightly. But other than that, let me show you how this ASR system works. Like I said earlier, if you have the end cap, the direct thread, anything that's threaded, you can just screw it directly on to your barrel and not have to worry about a muzzle device. So if you can see here, with this, basically you just screw it on, and it's only a couple threads, and then you twist this to lock it in place on whatever weapon you're using it on, and then this twist to unlock and unscrew as normal. So with the ASR mount, you can go from 5.56 to 300 blackout to 6.5 Creedmoor and just a snap. But I will say, as far as the sound suppression, you're getting an average of 130 decibels on 5.56, but 300 blackout, because I mean that round was made to suppress. You're getting down to 119 in this, and it is stupid quiet. And we'll show you that here in a minute when we go to the range. And also barrel restrictions. This thing is rated down to 10 inches on a 5.56 gun. You can go all the way down to 7 inches on your 300 blackout if you have a pistol. And in any of your Magnum calibers, 308 and up, they about a 20-inch barrel is kind of what they recommend. Not going any less than well, anything less than that on like any of the Magnum calibers. But with that, let's get out to the range and show you how this thing sounds. One other quick note on how I purchased this thing, because the last one we did a review on, the Omega or Octane 45. I bought that through Silencer Shop. Went to one of their did it online, went to one of their kiosks, filled out all the paperwork, and had it shipped to my local FFL. This one, and not a sponsor, got it through Silencer Central. You may have seen them. They sponsor a bunch of the big gun tuners. But what's cool about Silencer Central is your entire purchase is done online, and then once you're approved, it ships directly to your house. So apparently, as long as suppressors aren't getting shipped across state lines, they don't have to go to an FFL. So if you so Silencer Central, what they've done, they basically have reps in every state where silencers are legal. So once you fill out all your paperwork online, send them your fingerprints, they will mail it directly to your house, which kind of cuts down on the hassle a little bit. And they also offer like a kind of like a layaway. It's like a 4-pay plan. So if you don't want to drop all the money at once to get one of these, you can start the payment plan and then pay on it while you're waiting for your approval to come in. So that's what I do. And all theirs comes with a free like NFA trust, which kind of makes owner and transfer of ownership a little bit simpler. If you want to share it with your friends or family or pass it on to somebody down the road, it's not as complicated as having it registered directly in your name. But yeah, look up trusts if you have any questions on that. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you. Oh yeah, Silencer Central. They have their own brand of silencers, but then they also sell like other people's silencers too. So I was able to get a SilencerCo through them. But yeah, check them out if you're kind of looking for a silencer. It's like I said, not a sponsorship, but yeah, I do business with a company and I enjoy my experience. I'm going to share that experience with you all. Alright, so here we are out at the range. I'm going to take a couple shots unsuppressed, regular old 5.56, just to see what it, get a bass sound for what it sounds like, so you can see what the difference is once we put the suppressor on it. Alright, now let's get a little quieter. Alright, so now the suppressor is on. Take a few more shots and see if we can tell the difference. And that's with regular 5.56, green tip. Not really subsonic 5.56 that I've seen. Somebody might make it, but it's probably stupid expensive and I don't have any. So yeah, that's the difference between suppressed and unsuppressed 5.56. Now let's switch out to 300 black. All right, again for comparison, do a couple shots of regular 300 blackout unsuppressed, and then we'll put the suppressor back on, show what supersonic 300 blackout sounds like through the suppressor, and then I'll throw in some, got a couple subsonic rounds that we can throw in there and see how that goes. Alright, so there you go, unsuppressed. Alright, so next up is suppressors back on. So the first 5 rounds of this magazine are subsonic 300 blackout, and then the rest of the magazine is your standard velocity 300 blackout. So we'll see if we can tell a difference between the subs and the regulars. Alright, that should be all the subs, and now we're to standard velocity. So both are still pretty quiet, but you can definitely tell the difference, and the subs are just stupid quiet. So final thought on the Omega 300 by SilencerCo. I think this is a great dual suppressor, and with the 5.56, I'm running a 30 cal front cap on it. If you switch that out to a 5.56 cap, it will lower the sound a little bit more. But if you're poor like me, and you can't afford to put a suppressor on every single rifle, this is kind of a good economical choice of a suppressor that you can then go out and do on, like, several rifles, at least until you can, start making YouTube money and get, more than one rifle or more than one suppressor. So that's all I got for you this week. Thanks for watching another Tactical Tuesday.
And you've been watching the Cigar Nerds podcast. Check us out on cigarnerdpodcast.com and on the ESO Network, esonetwork.com. And don't forget, smoke them if you got them. Like, comment, and subscribe.